Hey everyone, good morning. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your daily reading for May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you enjoyed your new moon last night. It was crazy awesome. I don't know about any of you, but for some reason I felt real I was gonna say tired. I didn't feel tired, but I felt real at peace all of last night. I was just super chill and content and just happy to be. I think I spent more hours just kind of flopped in bed, just kind of I don't even know, I wasn't really paying attention to anything. I was just zenned out all of last night. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kitties are deciding to play tag right now, of course. Anyway, for today's reading, lots of good things coming in for us because of this new moon. So we have a couple trines going on today. So we have the moon in a trine to Saturn. Great help for energy. Saturn, always our planet of adulting, leveling up. So Saturn still is demanding some work from us. But this trine really comes up because if we can just lean into the work that needs to be done, whether it's personally, whether it's, which it could be, because again, Saturn is in retro. But could be personal work because of that, but it could still be tasks that you have to do, structures you need to address or set up, any type of plan or course of action that needs to be done. If you can just, own up to it, take care of it, do your due diligence, there will be support and help and growth for you. So that trine really comes in handy. I do think it can really open us up too, because we have, the moon is also in a trine to Pluto, which can, I don't want to say it makes us moody, but we could have some mood swings pop up that help us to get into some new understandings and help us to see things differently and get those, transformative breakthroughs going on, which is a lot of what the new moon we just had yesterday is all about. Getting those great transformations, underway. We're bringing them in right now. And then we talked about this in yesterday's video with the astrology, but we have that Mars opposition Jupiter. Not really a bad aspect. It gives you that desire and that will to succeed and the knowing there's something bigger and better out there. This aspect gives you that push to go get it. I will say you still want to be humble, you still want to be considerate, you still want to work with compassion. You don't want to just bulldoze your way through people, because honestly that will come and bite you in the butt later. So just lean on that will, and I think if anything more for inspiration, to know that there's bigger and better out there. And I can confirm that because our rune is Gabo, rune of the gift. Beautiful energy. And we've talked about Gabo before, but it literally is a gift. It's an unexpected surprise, some type of bonus, reward, could be money, could be relationships, could be anything. The biggest thing I want to add, and for some reason it's really popping through as it runs away. Biggest thing that kind of stands out for Gabo's meaning today. Gabo speaks a lot to allowing people to help you. So yes, there's a gift coming, but the key is that you have to let it come in. So if someone offers support, if someone offers to, hey, let me catch lunch, or hey, let me tell my friend about this, they may be interested in hiring you or signing up with you or joining in this, whatever. Don't be and I think for a lot of people, especially if you are a little more mild and, aren't used to offer or accepting help, it can be oh, no, I got this, it's fine, I can take care of it, don't bother yourself, it's okay. Don't do that today. If something pops up, if someone offers their hand in some way or offers some type of assistance, don't be so quick to dismiss it. And it can be a couple things. One, you lose an opportunity, obviously. But then that can also, in some cases, create some type of resentment. Because then someone's like, here, I'm trying to help and you don't want it, so why bother? We don't want to do that. And I think a lot of that has to do with this new moon as well. It's magnifying and bringing in and manifesting these intentions. Whatever your predominant thought is, that's what it's going to start to magnify. So if you keep kind of refusing help and wanting to do things on your own without assistance, you're not going to get the assistance. You know what I mean? So I think whatever your predominant thought is right now, whatever it is you're trying to work on, money, home, relationships, all of that, keep it super, super positive. This moon is really helping to pull in the new. and emphasize abundance. So whatever you're thinking about, that's what it's going to bring in. So if someone offers their hand today, offer some type of help, don't throw it away. Don't take it for granted, all right? Okay, let's tilt this down and let's get some that way too far. Hi, Kayana. She's having a little late night snack over there. A little kitty booty. All right, so we did the Moon Oracle, or the Moonology Oracle yesterday. So I thought it would be appropriate to do the Queen of the Moon Oracle today. All right. Self-reflection, first card out. So I kind of hinted at that when we were talking about our aspects, but self-reflection with that Saturn. We'll take you. We're going to put these back. Purity, next card out. I love this. So, to me, these two cards coming out, I think self-reflection is really, and it's making me think of the Pluto retrograde that we're in right now. To me, this self-reflection is really looking at your intentions, looking at your actions, and with the Purity card coming out, it's really about filtering. What thoughts, what patterns, what behaviors are supportive, what are detrimental, what are stagnant, what are, of a growth mindset. That's really what we're looking at. We're taking stock of and I want to say it's more so behaviors than anything else, because that's what's going to kind of manifest out and relay really what we're looking for. What are we acting on? What are we thinking about? That's what this self-reflection is. It's almost like a reassessment. It's like a self-evaluation, so that we can get to a really clear level of self-understanding, self-awareness, bringing a lot more mindfulness to our current situation. I also want to say this may have to do a lot with my singles looking for a relationship, because I keep looking at, even though it is a reflection, but you can kind of see, if I hold it up, you can see that this, so obviously here's the figure looking into the mirror, but you can see this figure isn't in the mirror, right? So this is technically her reflection, and there's an extra entity staring back at her, and then there's a reflection of this person in the mirror. So there's technically two versions of this person standing in this image, which, again, this card is really about self, but for some reason this is making me really think about the divine counterparts we've been talking about, and this new person coming in for some of us, this new romantic partner. I almost think you're doing some self-reflection about what this person is like, and I feel like that's really for my singles, not my people who are already in a relationship. Although you could be going through a similar type of situation where you're really looking at your coupling and your pair, I really think what I'm getting is for my singles, about really, is this person you're dreaming of and longing for, whether it's an actual person or just the qualities of this person, is that really what you desire? Is that what's going to bring you joy and peace and comfort? Make sure that the motives for, the qualities of this person are coming from the right place and really are meeting your needs in a relationship, all right? And again, I think that could be because what you're thinking is what we're going to manifest. So if you are thinking of this same, I'm just using this as an easy example, but if you're desiring this same kind of bad boy character, but then all these relationships keep ending up poorly because he's a bad boy, maybe you have to change your criteria. All right, I feel like cutting this. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about today and these energies as we self-reflect and clear out any old behaviors that do not serve us? especially those concerning new romances and new relationships. You know I love my number 6. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, Princess of Pentacles. Potential, growth, planting the seeds. What a great energy to start off with. You have the Sun. Haha, hello. So Sun, what gives you life? What nourishes you? Positivity, optimism, joy, happiness. 6 of Wands, victory. Loving this energy. This is also recognition. Recognition from the public. This could be from a person. This could be from a group of people. I feel like you're starting to get noticed. You're over here beaming nice and bright, shining like the sun. People are recognizing it. They're celebrating it. They're here for it. Ooh, look at that. 10 of Wands, next card out. That is interesting. For some of you, I think that's why you're shining so bright, because you have reached the completion of some type of burden, some type of struggle. This could be a work situation, was the first thing that came to mind. It could be a personal situation. This could just be your own, if you're really like self-critical of yourself. Maybe you've gotten to a point where you know that's no longer serving you, and that's just, it's making everything even heavier. So bringing some compassion and warmth into there has really freed you up and kind of released you from carrying around this weight. 8 of Pentacles, doing your work, minding your business, knowing what you have to do. That could even be with this 10 of Wands. You may have been burdened by helping so many other people, or, ooh, sorry for those of you who that connects to. I was like being taken advantage of by other people. But essentially this was you extending your hand in so many places outside of your own sphere, where this 8 of Pentacles is coming in and be like, hey, mind your own business. Do your own work. You got your own things to do. Stop carrying other people's burdens. These wands belong to other people, is what I'm seeing. And that could be what this recognition was. People saw that you are so capable and see that you get your job done, that you achieve your goals, that you're working hard to make things happen. They see that and they're like, hey, could you carry this wand for me? I think you could help me out really well. You know, so then you, and of course you want to be helpful and friendly and build connections, so you start saying yes. Eventually you've said yes to too many things, and now you're like, oh my God, I started out like that, why am I like this? But I do feel this is over. I do feel this has ended. If not, I think you're getting to a point where you are realizing how it's not serving you and how it's not helping. So to me, this 8 of Pentacles is coming in to be like, hey, stick to your own grind. Mind your own business. Do what you need to do. Work on your tasks, your projects. And here you have the Star card. Again, youth, hope, optimism, expecting the best, following your guiding star, following the path that's meant for you. Oh, we're going to clarify this bad boy. And then the Tower comes along after this. All right, so we're going to clarify the Tower. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of us are in a really positive upswing. And we're going to stay that way. I don't see that changing, even with this Tower card here. In all honesty, I don't see this wrecking this momentum. Because otherwise, to me, the Star card wouldn't be here. And it's funny, the Star card normally comes right after. So the Tower happens, and then that glimmer of hope gets you through. Here, you already possess this going into the Tower. This isn't something that you have to muster up to get through and cope with whatever the Tower tore down for you. You already walk in with this. You know what I mean? So this positivity you have, this breakthrough that you have here, this recommitment and devotion to whatever this guiding star is, you walked into the Tower moment with all of this already. You didn't need to go through the Tower to find it. So this Tower isn't really shaking me so much. But I do want to clarify it and just see if we can get a little extra info on it. I'm sorry if you can hear kind of playing off to the side, little scratches. I hope you can still hear me. So let's clarify that. But honestly, I feel like a lot of us are on a really high upswing. Hold on. Kinda. Got that. Oh, silly girl. Yes, so what was I saying? Star card. So walking in with all of that knowledge already, going through the tower moment. Okay. Let's just flip. I was going to cut it, but I'm like, no. Okay. Love. All right. Let's get one more. I don't know why. I want one more. I'll take it. All right. So starting off with the Eight of Swords. This, I think, is what the tower is helping to destroy. This is what is coming down. Because remember, the Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, bound, stuck. I think bound is honestly the best word for it. But thinking that there's no way forward or no way out, no way to break this pattern. And honestly, I want to say most of you have already dealt with this. So I don't know how many of you are looking at that, you know, like, oh, is that coming? I feel like most of you have kind of done this already. Kayona. And then this Eight of Swords is really, whoever this is still kind of reminiscing with, the tower is coming to break this down. If anything, to get you to this point with the Seven of Wands, standing on your own 2 feet, knowing your power, being self-reliant, and you know, and this energy is kind of what I was talking about with this Ten of Wands. You know, you may have these 6 other people all pointing wands at you, all having their own opinions, and you're like, nah, I'm Xena Warrior Princess, I'm doing things my way, this is my life, my choices. So this is really breaking, setting yourself free from this mental trap, knowing that you have the power, you're in possession of this wand, you can make it do what you need it to do, make whatever needs to happen. And then you have the Knight of Cups and the Princess of Cups. And to me, this Knight of Cups is really about this new lover coming in. It's this person coming in with an emotional offer. I do feel like this is someone, I want to say this is someone brand new. I don't think this is someone returning, at least for majority, if not all of you, but I do think this is someone brand new. But they're coming in with this emotional offer, with this commitment. And I almost want to say, seeing the Knight and the Princess, I almost want to say this person is really going to come in and help to lift you up. If this is relationship, this is someone coming to support you and able to provide in some way. If this is work, this is someone willing to, you know, guide you and support you, possibly mentor you, but really kind of be your cheerleader in the workspace. This is someone coming to your aid. And then you as the Princess of Cups, it really speaks to this new beginning, you know, because we are starting a new path as we release these burdens that are holding us back. So this Princess of Cups is really starting a brand new journey, and it's one that's really driven by herself. This is a card of psychic ability. This is a card of intuition, inner knowing. So this new beginning, I think, has a lot to do with trusting yourself and trusting your own wisdom and not always feeling you need to ask, and not even that, like it's like feeling like you always need to have someone help you because you aren't good enough. To me, this Princess of Cups is showing up, okay, like you already know what you need to know. Like you don't have to worry about asking somebody else. You know all of that already. I really see this new beginning as really setting you up for, one, setting you up for success, because you already are kind of walking through that energy, you're already in that upswing, but it's really getting you to a point where you really know yourself, if that makes sense. Not only what you desire, what you want, what you need, but also really who you are and how capable you are is really what's coming through. Because I want to say that this tower tries to shake this, that's really what it's coming through. It's trying to shake this upswing that you're on. But honestly, that's why you already have this star, you already have this hope and optimism. You already have the foresight on knowing what you can accomplish and what you're working on. This tower comes along to try and shake it, to temper it, to make it stronger. So for those of you who think there are still limitations, if you're still dealing with this Eight of Swords, this Tower is really getting you to break through all of that and embrace this really strong, independent energy. So beautiful, beautiful changes going on. And beautiful releases, I think, coming up for a lot of us. But again, it's hanging on to this Sun and Star energy. Very, very positive. And again, they're already yours. The trick to this Tower moment is not losing it, not forgetting it. Because you're already in possession of it. Alright? I feel like we've been talking about this a lot. Like, I feel like I've used my Wizard of Oz, you could go home at any time, analogy. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here as well. So again, it's just that introspection and having some self-awareness, having some mindfulness. And again, shaking off these extra burdens. If you have made too many promises or so many people rely on you that you're not able to take care of your own business, that's where we're going to adjust a few things, all right? All right, my lovelies. Last thing, I just looked at Gabo for some reason, so I just want to say, remember, if someone tries to help or offer some assistance, let them help you. All right? Don't let that gift go to waste. Allow them to help you. Because that doesn't mean, like, what was I talking about with this Seven of Wands? Even though this is an independent energy and this is, I know my way, I'm going to make my own choices. This is not letting other people decide for you. That doesn't mean people can't help you along the way. If they support your vision, if they support your decision, that's fine. That's the key, is that you're operating on your agenda. It doesn't mean you have to do it solo, all right? All right, my loves, I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to get some sleep and hop into bed. Good Lord. I think it's almost, I want to say it's like almost 2 o'clock right now. So I had my little new moon action. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great weekend, starting off a new week. And live it up. It's Cinco de Mayo. Have fun tonight. I know I will. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, thank you for spending your time. Thank you for connecting and engaging with me. I absolutely love it. So sound off in the comments if you have anything to share, or let me know what you did for the new moon, or hey, even if you have Cinco de Mayo plans, I could use some party ideas. And then, as always, you can always hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a personal session with me, all that info will be in the description box. All right. Thank you, my loves. Take care. Have a good one.